Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So guys, in today's video we are going to be learning how to cut and sew a tube top. If that's something you're interested in watching, do make sure to keep watching and let's get into the video. So the first thing I'll be marking now will be the bust point. So my bust point now is measuring 10 inches, my underbust is measuring 13, and the length of this top is measuring 17 inches. I'm going to go ahead now to rule a straight line across all points. And then from the bust point there, I'm going to be going up by 2 inches, which is going to serve as my chest line. I'll be rolling a straight line there also, labeling them my chest line CL, my bust point BP, my underbust UB, and also the waistline WL. The next thing I will be to go ahead now and insert our shoulder measurement. 14 divided by 2 gives me 7. I'm going to be rolling a straight line across those points there. And then from that line, I'm going to come in down by 1 inch, which is going to serve as my shoulder slant. And then measuring that 7, marking out the midpoint 3.5, and then coming out by half of an inch just to create our front armhole. At the chest line, I'll be inserting my bust measurements, which is measuring 34 divided by 4 gives me 8.5. And then I'm going to go ahead now to connect all those points with my cuff to give me my front armhole. The next thing I'll be to insert my nipple to nipple measurement. 7 divided by 2 gives me 3.5. I'll be marking it across all those points and then ruling a straight line that extends from the chest line to the waistline. And then at that underbust there, I'll be marking 1 inches on both sides like so, and then connecting it from the bust point to that 1 inch that I marked on both sides with the use of my cuff. Basically what you see me do in the video, that's the same thing you're going to be doing. And also at the waistline, I'm also going to go ahead now to mark out 1 inches on both sides also, and basically this is just to yield a straight line that extends from the underbust to the waistline. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect it like so. The next thing I'll be to determine the neckline. So yeah, this depends on how deep you want the neckline to be. So for mine, I went up by 1.5 inches and I wrote a straight line at those points. I'm going to go ahead now to extend that nipple measurement line, extend it to the new line there, and then from that point there, I'll be coming out by 1 inch on both sides like I did for the underbust and also for the waistline. And then from my bust point, I'm going to be going up by half of an inch. That's basically marking 3 inches there. And then I'm going to go ahead now to connect it like so, basically what you see me do. Then the next thing I'll be to determine the neckline now. So yeah, you can leave yours straight, but for mine, I decided to come down by half of an inch, just kind of give it kind of a V sweetheart neck that is not so deep, sort of kind of a curvy look. So I'm going to go ahead now to connect it like so with the use of my cuff. And also connect the other part also so that it terminates at the armhole line there. And now that we're done with that, I'm going to go ahead now to insert my measurements. So my bust measurement is 34 divided by 4 gives me 8.5. So I'll be marking out 8.5 there, and then adding 1.5 inches of allowance 10, and I'm going to go ahead now to replace that point there, which is 3 inches, replacing it as our chest line there. The same thing for the bust points. My bust measurement, like I said, is 34 divided by 4, 8.5 plus 1.5 inches of allowance 10. So there's nothing to replace there. My underbust, I'm making use of my waist measurement 26 divided by 4, 6.5 plus 1.5 inches of allowance 8, and replacing that 2 inches gap there. And basically the same thing for my waistline, 6.5, 8, and then 10. I'm going to go ahead and to connect all those points together like so with the use of my cuff. And then just finish up that armhole to touch the chest line like so. And that's it for the front pattern. I'm just going to go ahead now to cut this out. And after I was done cutting, this is what it was looking like. So yeah, it's to be cut in such a way that both the center front and the side front aligns together perfectly like so when they are placed on top of each other. So yeah, the next thing I'll be to go ahead now and cut the back pattern. So for the back pattern, I'm just going to go ahead now to measure from my arm, from my chest line there to the end of the top, and it was measuring 9 inches. I'm going to go ahead now to mark out 9 inch and then roll a straight line there. And I'm also going to go ahead now to mark out 1.5 inches for our zipper allowance, roll a straight line there also, and then just label it zip allowance. And then here, to make this more easier, we're going to make use of the front pattern to draft out the back pattern. So basically, I'm placing the front pattern like so, in such a way that the 2 inches gap that was between the waistline there is no longer there. So just merging up the center front and the side front together like so, to get rid of that space that was there. And I'm just going to go ahead now to basically trace out the same thing that we had in the front pattern basically onto the back pattern. This is the easiest way to do this, and that's basically it for the back pattern. I'm just going to go ahead now to label it back pattern and cut it out. And that's it for our pattern. That's the side front, and here this is the center front, and these are all the patterns we need to make the tube top. So I went ahead and I placed the patterns onto the material I'm making use of, and also the lining piece, and I went ahead to add ½ inches at the top and the bottom of the back piece. I didn't add for the allowance part, and I also added ½ inch to the top, bottom, and also to the cuff side of the front pattern. So the next now we need to go ahead now iron interfacing. So after I was done ironing interfacing, this is what it was looking like. I had the interfacing is ironed to fabric just to give it a little bit of stability. I did the same thing for the back pattern. So now for the strap, I want the strap to be 1 inch thick, and also for the length, I'm just going to make use of my pattern. So when I place my 8 inches at my chest line there, to complete this fabric pattern, I need about 6.5 inches here, and for the back pattern also I need about 8 inches. So 6.5 plus 8 gives about 14.5. Adding 1 inch is giving 15.5. But please, when making yours, do not add the 1 inches, because when I was done it was kind of loose. So just make use of the 14.5 you got, and let's continue. So yeah, this fabric, I'm making use of a fabric that's measuring 3 inches in width, so when it's folded it becomes 1.5, and when it's sewn by ½ inch, it gives us the 1 inches of thickness that we need. And yeah, this is the length we're making use of. So I'm just going to go ahead now to fold it in like so, right sides facing each other, and stitch along that open area by ½ inch all through to the end. Then, and also I'm going to head over to my sewing machine and join the center front and the side front by ½ inch like so. Do the same thing for the other parts of the front pattern also. And after I was done, this is what it was looking like. I'm just going to go ahead now and make use of my scissors to kind of just notch those areas like so, so that the curvy shape of the breast cut just comes out neatly. Yeah, and after I was done, this is what it was looking like. So I went ahead and I did the same thing with the lining pieces. I also went ahead to notch it also. So yeah, before we make use of the lining pieces to turn it inside out, I'm going to go ahead now to turn my strap inside out with the use of my pin, just basically passing it in like so, just to turn it inside out. And I'm also going to go ahead now to give the strap a good press. After I was done giving a good press, this is what it was looking like. So now I'm going to go ahead now to fix the strap at the position that I'm convenient with, but then the part that is joined should be facing the armhole area. So I'm also going to go ahead now to place the strap in the parts of the top that I feel like, yeah, it's okay, that's where I want the strap to be. And then I'm also going to go ahead now to hold it down with safety pins. Do the same thing for the other strap also. And now I'm going to go ahead now to place the lining piece onto the fabric, right sides facing each other like so. And I'm going to head over to my sewing machine now. I'm going to hold that down and head over to my sewing machine and just sew along that top by ½ inch. After I was done sewing, this is what it was looking like. I'm going to go ahead now to notch the top also, and also kind of give it a top stitch in a way that the joint part there is facing the lining part. I hope you get what I mean. And then just give it a top stitch, but ensuring that the strap gets out of the way, giving it a top stitch all through to the end. And I'm also going to go ahead now to push the strap in and then just sew along that bottom area by ½ inch, leaving the sides open. After I was done sewing the straps, this is what it was looking like. I went ahead and I turned it inside out. So now the next now we to join the back pattern to this top. So to join the back pattern, I'm just going to be placing it like so onto the front pattern. Bearing in mind that we have ½ inch of allowance at the top and at the bottom, so we have to make sure that it's placed well. And then the next now will be to go ahead now and fold the strap to the position where we want it to be at the back, where we feel like, yeah, it's convenient. It aligns from front to the back. and I'm just going to go ahead now to turn it like so, right sides facing each other. That's the strap and the back pattern. And I'm going to go ahead now to make use of my safety pin to pin it together. I'm also going to do the same thing for the other strap also. And then the next I'm going to turn it like so, right to the right side facing me, and then I'm going to go ahead now to place the lining that fits for each of the back, and then I'm going to make sure that the strap kind of folds inwards like so, and just kind of place the lining like so and stitch along that top area by 1/2 inch. I'll also stitch along the bottom and also the zipper allowance area, so I have a neat finishing inside. Do the same thing also for the other pattern also. After I was done, this is what it was looking like. I just went ahead and I held the allowance with safety pins. So the next now will be to go ahead now and just pin the front and the back pattern like so, and then go to my sewing machine and stitch along with the allowance that I gave her. I was cutting it out, and also fix in the zipper. And after I was done, this is what it was looking like. I went ahead and I fixed in the zipper, like it's looking so beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on our future videos. Thank you guys for watching once again. Bye bye, and see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.